I feel like even though you've got the rank 1 in Lelouch, young PH, very, very skilled player on the Ember Spirit. So, man, all right, you got to show them some of these bans in game, though,
All
right?
right, I'll go in. They're talking a bunch of smack. What's going on? All right, let me
Must
go.
have heard you trying to flame me. Everyone in chat knows that I am the true beauty of the Dota caster scene. Shut up. Oh, man.
Just a silence. Hey, 100%, man. You know what? Young PH has got you back. But ugly face, sad face. He's like, come on. Why is Ares just absolutely ripping it down? And then people have been called midgets and have fun brothers, and I don't know what's going in chat. I don't know.
It's just a standard C game of Dota, you know? That's what you come to expect at this stage. UQ Oz, okay, you're not used to this.
Yeah, well, I mean, you keep complaining about your game, so I'm currently happy to cure my unranked Oz.
Look, all I need my team to do is listen to me. That's all I ask for.
I mean, that's...
Just complete subservience.
Feels like that's always the issue, isn't it? Come on, lads, just listen to me. I'm the one that's right, you Dumbo. I mean, it's understandable. I remember, a couple nights ago, you got mid-Pudge and mid-Bounty Hunter in regards to the net worth, but young PH, having the level 6 now, he should be okay. I really struggle to see how they're actually going to kill him at the moment unless it's force rotating over and getting an exceptional use of the Rolling Thunder. So, we see young PH get a lot of farm across the map. Back at the jungle for raiding as well. They've got a bit of a stack by the hard camp, so maybe... Oh yeah, Ember's got maxed out Flame Guard, so that'll be for him.
Yep, totally fine for him to be able to take that. And he's got it blocked up, though. They won't notice until the 8-minute mark. Yeah, you're going to need to wait for the Bane to get to level 6, and even then, it's not totally free. The attempt to go on to an Ember Spirit, right? Like, if Disruptor's in position, instant glimpse, Fiend's Grip stops happening. Boundless Strike, very long range. Fiend's Grip stops happening and you Remnant away. Arrow, Spear, like, there's so much that you've got to be able to go through this this Fiend's Grip and interrupt it. And again, I feel like they're lacking the damage to be able to take out this Ember Spirit in, like, an electric vortex, you know. Maybe if you get Orchid, you can go for the solo kills onto the Ember, but outside of that, nah, not going to happen.
Avis should be brought down. Yeah, skill 8. Nice arrow. Be able to clip, and young PH even swing on over to claim the kill, so...
See, Lifestealer loves to buy the armlet. He's nearly got it. You've got the Storm Spirit that you can see is rushing the Orchid. You've got an IO, so it's all about just being able to connect and counter-initiate, punish their lack of damage.
Bottom lane. Force actually going to be in trouble. He's already used all his abilities to try and reposition himself, and KSH going to pick up another kill. I mean, this is starting to get to the territory where you're giving putting a lot of emphasis on the mid lane.
I don't think they've seen that siege creep. They're just tucked into the
Storm
tower.
eats the Ari. They drop the Static Storm as well into both the heroes. He's getting a lot of health back, thanks. The Ari, can he get out of range of the Storm? He cannot. They'll bring down Lelouch. I mean, his first death of the game, but now with the rotation starting to fly on out. I've got the Fiend's Grip, the answer. Chains is available for young PH, but when he has to get directly on top of Mavis, just offer the cancel, and well, that's not going to be fast enough, as even Force feels like he needs to show up to try and prevent
we got him out.
young PH from getting the kill as to relocate to safety. And now the Ember. I mean, he's got no mana, no remnants to play with. He's just got to play off the back of the Jukes as young PH sidestepping the Rolling Thunder. But still the TP's coming back into play as the Lush respawns. He's even looking for more blood as well. A glimpse back to the base, but he gets the kill beforehand.
It's a free refill on all of his mana, going straight back to base. But yeah, it was almost the really good team fight coming. Obviously, Mars is such a big part of your beginnings of team fights. Ember Spirit, he's looking to snowball. Monkey King, top of the net worth. So either of them would be good. I haven't caught anyone, though, at this stage.
Skill A. We got a little bit of tabs of information on the Lush. He doesn't leap out, though. So he's still going to cost his life. I was going to say, that's actually really big that he scouts the Lush and gets out with his life, but not the case. And now they can try and use his pick off to set up for the tier 1 mid, but Radiant, they are not going to let this go for free. Oh, Mavis TPing out as well, so they won't have the Bane for this fight. Work on 3. How do you start? It's going to be the Static Storm. That should be quick fingers, though. So instantly, the ultimate waste for Zor Rain. They're going to try and use this to their advantage. Jumping on it forward. Trying to chain control perfect to the Ember Spirit, and with the help of the Orchid, that is enough. They're still going to be cautious about the Monkey King factor. And with the Wukongs and how he's able to control the fire, but perfect use of the Rolling Thunder doesn't give him that opportunity. He's now going to turn, beat down the Storm Spirit. Doesn't have too much mana to play with. He's going to try and get to the outskirts, but the really the glimpse disrupts the combination, and now they're turning to Force as well, but they're still going to be cautious. Mavis charging on forward as well, providing some extra assistance for Polaris' heroes that are still stuck around.
Radiant's middle tower.
It was a nice play coming through from the Disruptor there. Perfect timing with the glimpse. Able to just get away.
You see how he repositioned to the kind of the northern side of the lane. They saw them D-wards, was like, oh, I don't know if I can sit here.
Better get on out.
Are they coming though? The 3 heroes setting up around mid. Of course, you can always relocate. I've been putting a lot more emphasis on playing with the Storm Spirit though. Do you feel like this is going to change anytime soon?
No, not necessarily. Oh, we're going to see an Infest here? Yeah. Might see an Infest bomb looking to happen. With the relocate, as they try and push into this top lane a little bit more strongly, although KSH is
they'll get it now.
Back to the triangle.
There we go. Just Mavis set up, instant relocate. I mean, that is 5 heroes top from Mirana. I really don't think you mind too much about it. Even Natsumi, they'll get confirmation now. So I think you're pretty happy for this with Yangon. And yeah, look how they're positioning. Instant Static Storm. Oh, they brought the Storm back! Oh, no, no, no! What is that play? Lelouch's like, brother, I don't want to come back. He cost me my life. 2 down for the trade of the Mirana. And now they're eyeing up the Pangolier as well. Spear still on cooldown. So Force has got the opportunity to pop the ult, but they need to cancel the fight of the glimpse. But still, Force able to play around with that Your Scepter. Really nice chain control, as they'll get some retribution through that skirmish.
Man, if that spear was off cooldown a second earlier, that is a huge one-team fight for Yangon. It would have meant a lot. Your Scepter, I'm not sure how crazy I am about that, but I suppose BKB is not going to provide a ton this game. Like, it'll protect against the Rolling Thunder, but that's about it.
Iris smoked up. They can start this. Force is a bit disconnected, and I mean, again, if you lose another support, you should be fine with that. They're going to see Mars at least positioning the top lane, so they're going to look to connect. There's a long jump in. Now, Monkey's in a position to counter-initiate. Instead, they're just going to jump and break the tree. Still without the BKB completed. Mars, at least he does get away, but that's a pretty valuable kill considering he was flawless in this game 1.
Lucky that you ended up breaking that tree, that's for sure. To get in onto him. I don't think they had static remnant vision at the time, as Lelouch's got
Lelouch?
Yeah, he's got the BKB.
Out of mana though, it's going to be a very defensive use of it. Now forced to the outskirts. Mavis is nearby. Can do his best to disrupt the combo. The Nightmare will give Force an opportunity. They're actually going to look to take the fight. Maybe bring the Storm Spirit back on over for the instant glimpse away. They're going to send Xavier so he's not involved. So Mavis, it's a decent duration of the Fiend's Grip. Gives Lelouch enough time to do all the dirty work in regards to the damage.
Pretty solid Dota all around though, right? Like lots of good individual plays coming through, some solid positioning. Maybe a tiny bit slow on being...
Stairway. Go the other way, but Zorain still in a position to pop the smoke. Gonna drop the Static Storm, but there will be no extra follow-up. So I don't believe they get the objective off the back of this though. So they are still hunting KSH. Okay.
Pause. Scared a little bit up here.
Stay away from me, brother. Don't touch me.
He's got the vision. Oh, they just smoked underneath the ward, I believe, as the pings come out there by the Mars. So knows that they're looking to go for an attempt, might cause him to wait a few seconds and then push the next wave in. As a lot more defensive formations start to come out here from Yangon Galacticos. Just waiting for the respawn there onto the Disruptor before popping the Moonlight Shadow.
Lucia's got the Arcane. They're pinging out Roche. I guess you got lucky shot. I mean, some armor reduction. Radiant have really good Roche fight. I cannot imagine this goes for free.
Well, they're sitting around doing not much of anything. They're really scared of the fact that they've been missing off the map for quite some time, and well, they're perhaps playing a little bit too cautiously around the lack of smoke. My shadow it's a little early, and yeah, give up a free rush. Defensive formations start to come out here from Yangon Galacticos. Just waiting for the respawn there onto the disruptor before popping the Moonlight Shadow.
Lucia's got the arcane. They're pinging out Roche. I guess you got lucky shot. I mean, some armor reduction. Radiant have really good Roche fight. I cannot imagine this goes for free.
Well, they're sitting around doing not much of anything. They're really scared of the fact that they've been missing off the map for quite some time, and well, they're perhaps playing a little bit too cautiously around the lack of smoke. My shadow it's a little early, and yeah, give up a free rush.
All right. They gave it to Lysilla as well, which I'm a bit surprised by. They are setting up bottom.
Might be a bait. Let's see if they've had a look at what his actual HP is, because that'll give it away. And I'm sure they'll realize.
I mean, he's got BKB. Okay, so he's going to jump. They force an early BKB. That's a pretty solid victory to start the fight. Now have to look to try and protect the Ember. To the northern side, though, the rest of the Polaris, they're kind of cut off at the moment with the kinetic field. So Force going to have to pop his ultimate. Try and find an angle in as they just cut down Zorain. But that will be all they get.
So you're pretty happy on Yangon, not even dropping the Static Storm that time around. So even though it would have been good, considering the Storm Spirit had already used the BKB, potentially could have caught the eye.
They are setting up bottom.
Might be a bait. Let's see if they've had a look at what his actual HP is, because that'll give it away. And I'm sure they'll realize.
I mean, he's got BKB. Okay, so he's going to jump. They force an early BKB. That's a pretty solid victory to start the fight. Now have to look to try and protect the Ember. To the northern side, though, the rest of the Polaris, they're kind of cut off at the moment with the kinetic field. So Force going to have to pop his ultimate. Try and find an angle in as they just cut down Zorain. But that will be all they get.
So you're pretty happy on Yangon, not even dropping the Static Storm that time around. So even though it would have been good, considering the Storm Spirit had already used the BKB, potentially could have caught the IO as well. Just feeling like they need to reset, go for another sort of play in that similar vein.
Look mid. They might look to take the fight. They got really good vision behind. And remember, Storm, he didn't get the Aegis as well. They're not trying to deal with Xavier, instead they want to blow up the position too, and then turn to the IO. As Yangon Galacticos taking fights around their vision. And we see it's being Dire just getting these small pickoffs, but really on invaluable supports. But now it's Radiant that are getting these bigger kills.
They are for sure. I'm a little surprised that they've gone and continued to farm up a little bit more, just because
unfortunately doesn't have a Philosopher's Stone to play with, but there's definitely heroes that will be vulnerable to the Static Storm as the game goes on.
Got a trusty shovel, though. There could be tons of bounties inside of that. Step your game up, Zorain.
Yeah, that's one of those items. I'm like, you just got to back pocket that.
Well, they're going to go for a kill attempt here. I mean, he's standing right on top of this vision.
He's got plenty of heroes behind him. Luke's going to follow up as well. An early use of the BKB. A lot of mana's being forced out as well from the Storm Spirit. They need to get more out of this jump. Looks like just the disruptor. Mars even jumping on forward though. Uh-oh. He can BKB, but I mean, this time they've got the Fiend script to completely control the Mars. And
that's not it.
Yep.
I mean, that comes down to execution, unfortunately. It was really quick fingers again by Zorain, able to get off the Ghost Scepter. He has the
mid lane, they're looking to take the fight. I mean, no, the Storm Spirit and Iris not there at the moment. So Mars gonna buy back. But the control it's lacking is Force. He gets the shard. They'll bring down Mavis, but and Force has got so much bonus health now with the life still infested in him. The rest of Dire starting to look to connect. They got the Wukongs for the next life as well once they're able to bring them down. In fact, Natsumi's just going to go for the TP out. He will be fortunate enough. I mean, the Aegis has already ticked. But you get 2 kills. Very nice recognition for Yangon. They instantly see the Storm and Io TP down bottom. So they're like, all right, let's buy back on the Mars. Let's all on the Pango and how he can really turn these fights around.
Careful up here.
Lelouch. You burnt so much mana. Oh, he's got regen. Okay. He's chilling. He's like, mana? What's mana? I got Io nearby too. Actually charged up the Rolling Thunder.
Dire's
2
top
seconds
tower
too late.
is
Oh, they might get... Oh, my lord. Do you smoke now if you're Radiant?
A second's difference. I mean, it
Yeah,
looks
you
like
go. Yep. They got a really good ward top as well. They're instantly going to beeline to that area. I mean, I said Rolling Thunder was how you win these fights, and without it available, it might cost them. You don't want Mavis. You want a better target. And they're going to go Mavis. So...
He's got the axe, though, on the Ember. You can keep going.
SH is stalking. Boundless up as well to maybe hold someone nearby. Waiting for the arrow fall up through. They'll drop the Static Storm. Instant use of the Satanic. So Lifesteal's going to look to stand his ground. But now look at the overwhelming control. It doesn't matter. Io relocate out to safety. They'll keep Natsumi alive. And now with all the ultimates on cooldown, what is the Mars doing inside the base? Mavis, another full duration Fiend's Grip. They're able to blow up the Mars, and now they can turn towards the rest as well. As that fight it doesn't go disastrous because of the Io.
Yeah, what a save. Use the Moonlight. I don't know how good that is, though. You know, you need your Monkey King with you. He's one of the main heroes that you want to fight around those big choke points, and Wukong's is still 5 seconds away.
You gotta go.
Benefit.
You gotta stall. I mean, Static Storm's up shortly as well. You're about to have ultimates. You gave first throw shot for free. Are you gonna give the second as well? Lush looking to take the disruptor out of the equation. What a Rolling Thunder! Natsumi flies over. They're targeting down the Monkey King though, but he's still gonna get bursted down. That fight's all on the back of Force, and now it can enable Natsumi to start to go to work. They're gonna look to jump the support second. As Ember's able to reposition. Yes, you've lost the Storm Spirit, and Radiant, they're starting to respawn. Skill 8. Finds the arrow. Mars is back up. Arena ready to rock and roll. But how do you kill the heroes? They're all up to full health. So survival with the arrow, with the help of the Life Stealer. I mean, they'll cut away the life for the Bane, but I mean, now Natsumi feels like he's got a free fight. They'll put Mars in the grave once again. Now they'll turn their attention to skill late. You're still got to be cautious though. Young PH, he's a beast in himself. They'll go for the relocate. A little bit of space. And Natsumi, he'll be fine. Rage if need be, but back to Roche.
In front of him. He dropped an item. He was TPing away. I was honestly considering that KSH was going to buy back. He spent the entire time in the graveyard, and he still hasn't bought back. Just
Natsumi snatched the Aegis. What else did he pick up? Yeah, he got everything. The Aghanim shot as well. Now Force is back in. He's going to miss the control. He can bounce off the wall he needs. He'd be perfect. He is at the moment. Yarrow's going to give him some breathing room, but he's used all his remnants at the moment. And although I'm back up, he's actually going to fly over the top, but Natsumi, with a rage, he's going to continue to man fight here. Oh, Ember going down. 6 killing streak. Lelouch's respawned as well. So he's taking his own 1v1 by the secret shop. Mars shortly with this ward. Yeah, they pinged him out. They've got the information. Mars going to try and blink away, but the beautiful thing about Lelouch's Storm Spirit, with him being 13, 6, and 7, he's got a ridiculous mana pool to play with. Now stuck inside the base is Natsumi, but he's level 25 with the Aegis. Is he really stuck? I don't think he is. I think he wants to be there. He's just given now the opportunity to create some chaos. They'll drop the Wukongs. The control needs to be perfect. The kinetic field locking him just on the outskirts at the moment, so they'll deal with Force. Still, Natsumi is a difficult beast to bring down at the moment. The Aegis for another 2 minutes, so they'll take away the first life. Are they even going to? Natsumi's not even dead until the Boundless cuts him away. Now Lelouch is going to drop as well. They might lose the monkey to the Orchid Tick. Case H is going to be okay. You need to kite the Life Stealer. Just deal with the supports. Avoid Natsumi at all costs, and they're going to try and do just that. A chain to the arrow to blow up the Io. But now, how do you man fight Natsumi? I mean, it's just a wrecking train. 4v1, doesn't give a damn. He doesn't really have a bash at a man fight, but still, I don't know if you can do this on the Monkey King. The Boundless to hold him back. Rage up in a couple of seconds. Okay, you can just... They're all TPing out. I mean, they're about to respawn. Maybe it's like, all right, I'll come back, brother. I got no care in the world. So he's like, guys, you left me. I need help.
I mean, he's got a lot of reliable gold, actually. Very little of that is unreliable, so you're not exactly losing that much by keeping the power of the unknown. Even just buying it and keeping it in base would be valuable.
They're pinging them outside the base. They saw them, the Ember just sliding the crit wave, so they're well aware of at least where they are. Roshan's up as well. Third Rosh of the game.
Top tower is under attack.
Oh. Sure, you gotta do
You gotta
something.
start. Arrow to fly. It's on a Storm Illusion. I mean, you gotta make a jump, and I mean, Force is gonna be the first one to do so, though. Rolling Thunder up to the high ground. Disrupting the initiation for the boys over on Yangon Galacticos. Now they got the Fiend's Grip as well. They need an answer. The balance is not enough. Thanks to Agnes. Somehow Young PH is still alive. They're going to look to turn it on towards the Monkey King though. KSH, can he get the ultimate off fast enough? It looks like it's not even going to matter. They'll cut him down through the Wukong, and now the Evolution Force. They're pushing on forward for more. As the Straggler and Mars is being caught out, they also see the Ember Spirit as well underneath Vision. But they are well and truly happy with the catches they've... Oh, well, maybe not Force. He's onto the Disruptor. Storm's got about half mana to play with. You can zip on forward and... You know, bye-bye Disruptor. They've got 2 buybacks, but a costly fight.
Radiant's top
And that's the
tower has
dieback,
fallen.
and it's the sort of thing where it's a little bit unfortunate. You know, he's waiting for so long. He's
Radiant's structure
needing this.
barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks
Mars
has
just
fallen.
freaking humming.
Yeah, I made sure to keep quiet whenever he does it.
Radiant's bottom
And
barracks
you
are under
are...
attack.
Alright, you're going to have Wukong's up. When he respawns top lane. You need a way to cancel Mavis Fiend's Grip once again, but the duration's done the damage. As a loose showing up, even Force as well, putting a statement to potentially end this game. That's a dieback for your Mars, and
Radiant's middle tower
Alright.
is under attack.
the call is out. Tier 4s they go. One last stand.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Difficult attempt though. Monkey up shortly. Disruptor in 15.
Radiant's
Who's not going to give them the opportunity, and the bashes to chain control the Monkey King. Screw your Butterfly. I've got the answer in the MKB. He's going to buy back and try and put some control on the ground, but instantly Polaris, they just reposition away from the area. No damage has been dealt. Natsumi can freely stand his ground. He's still got the Aegis to play with. He's still got so much life still to work with as well. No one's down. They'll just turn to the Monkey King instead. A dieback for KSH, and game 1 in the books for Polaris.
That was a really good game of Dota, I think, from both sides. It was...
victory.
it's just a couple of small errors, right? Coming out with, in my opinion, not checking the Roche